the fuck are you guys doing today? Well, I guess I didn't have to add the YouTube because people could be listening to this fucking anywhere. But anyway, well, JST and Duragazi survived another week. They got a lot of shit going on next week here. There we go. Get it in there, see if anybody comes in here. It takes forever, you know, because people are out doing whatever they're fucking doing today. It's Sunday. You know, Sunday morning I had to get up and go to Enzo's basketball this morning. Right? Then I'm going to dispatch the trucks later. That type of stuff. So we'll see how that's going, if you will. You know, need people to pay money. The long distance poverty rock, we did that last week. That was pretty good. That went off without a hitch. We have some more long distance stuff, but it's just really down into Kentucky. It's still poverty rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my hair looking good today. You know, I'll be going on Justin and Brittany vacation February 6th, I do believe. I leave, so I gotta get my hair cut before, but I'm letting it grow out a little bit. Yeah, no, dude. Everybody made it back from, what was that? All over the East Coast, and I mean the East Coast, I mean the southern East Coast. Everybody made it back, no problems. You know what I'm saying? Zero problems. So that was successful, you know. We didn't haul anything back, no. It was go down, pick up your shit, get out. You know what I'm saying? Drop off your load, get the fuck out of there. But no, we had Enzo's basketball games at 8 o'clock in the morning. Somehow, I don't know how this fucking happened. But I'm not saying it's a conspiracy theory, but I'm starting to think that there's something to this. We are, what does it say? We have 4 out of our 6 fucking basketball games are all at 8 o'clock the first fucking game. I don't know how this happened, but we have to get up and be out at 7:30, you know, and all that type of shit. So, you know, I can't really sleep in on Sundays anymore because we got fucking basketball. It's like, Jesus Christ. I would say the duels last longer than the super singles, but the super singles are a little bit more cost effective. I am not renting another Urus on vacation. I think we're getting a Lexus and a BMW or a Benz and stuff. What causes disc brakes to squeal? Heat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what day I'm going to go to Mads. Maybe Thursday or Friday. I like to get in and out of there, okay? I don't like to fuck around down there. It would probably be a Friday because then I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about dispatching. Yeah, it had low oil. Nobody checks the shit, man. They don't check the shit. Everybody's in a fly-ass hurry. You know, like I said, the employee, I don't know why they don't do it. I haven't figured it out. It doesn't take that long, you know. You can come in, fucking look at it. Well, fuck, when the engine's hot at the end of the day, you could come in, fucking get fuel, go over and park it, turn it off, wait 5 minutes, come in, fill out all your fill out all your fucking paperwork, do that properly, take a piss, fucking go back out and check your oil, and because it's hot, it'll all drain back into the pan. It will tell you how much you got, and then you're good to go for the next day, you know? Look under it, make sure it doesn't have any fucking engine leaks. But no, people don't give a shit, okay? And that's just the way that it is, you know? They feel, this is what everybody has, I call ADHD brain. Does that make any sense? Like, they're all about themselves. They all, They all just fucking care about, they want to try to make as most money as possible and then get the fuck out. But they don't realize that the equipment makes you the money. And if you didn't run it into shit or fuck it up or just do dumb shit, it would just fucking be a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? It would go a lot longer. You know, if you would fucking do the proper procedure, like if there's something wrong, fucking try to find out where it is, you know? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's frustrating. I get more and more frustrated about it every fucking day. You know, that's all I can tell you. Hey, Dominique. Yeah, maybe it's because they signed the back of the checks. And there's people that probably need to sign the back of the checks the rest of their lives. And then there's people that maybe could figure it out and learn how to sign the front. But there's a huge difference in signing the front of checks versus the back of checks. Big difference. Maybe they haven't figured that out, but a lot of people just don't have the, you know, everybody talks about, yeah, I've had a driver fucking abandon the truck midday and go home. Yeah, because somebody yelled at them or they don't feel like they're, you know, doing shit, you know, they don't feel like they're getting treated properly and all this stuff. And what else is the major excuse? You don't care about my family. You know, I have kids. Well, so do I. You know what I'm saying? You think that I'm just the only motherfucker in the world that doesn't have kids? You know, like, you know, yeah, you know, it happens all the time, man. People have no pride in what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? No pride. And they need to, you know, they just don't give a shit. It's funny. Yeah, no, one of my old trucks is for sale, you know. We're just selling some stuff. We're moving away from some stuff in the fleet that I've just, you know, I don't use. Just so much stuff, you know. I don't understand people, you know. I really haven't figured it out, you know. Here's the problem. This is the problem. I feel like this is a problem in society. Everybody wants to make $1 million. They don't know the sacrifice it takes to make $1 million. Does that make any sense? Or they feel like $1 million is a lot of money, and it's really not that lot of money. I always go to the saying, if you have a hard time managing $1,000 a week, managing $52,000 a week is not going to be very easy for you either. You know, and I guess they feel that, like, well, if people only knew what the people that own the stuff go through, they probably would have a difference of opinion. Yeah, Dominique, $1 million is really not that much money. You know what I'm saying? It's not that much. They think it is. You know, I just hate the way that people say that, you know, that they have to be treated so well. Like, what are you talking about, treated? Like, you know what I'm saying? There is nothing that you can be treated well on. You know? It's ridiculous. 2 brand new dump trucks in your market, yeah, is $1 million. I bought, what am I going to buy? Fucking, that's 3.5 in ours. you know. Peterbilt was $320, and the two Kenworths are like $299, $870. And then the gravel trucks will be $300. You know, here we go again, you know. That's true. You can't spend $1,000. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Yeah, Travis, this is a thing that I don't think that people really understand, like that. I don't understand workplace culture. That's a thing that I don't fucking get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand it. Every place that I worked, I could give two fucks what the boss did. That's not why I worked there. I worked there because I got a paycheck. I didn't give a shit where they lived, what they did with their own time. I don't care about that. I don't give a fuck. I cared about that I got left alone, that I fucking got paid when I was supposed to, you know, in or around that day. I don't care if it's fucking 4 hours late or the next day. I understand banking holidays. I think of the big picture. All I wanted to do is have the best tools that I could have to do the job. That's all I ever wanted from somebody. I don't give a fuck about what they do. I don't care. I didn't look at it as a form of jealousy. Does that make any sense? I did not look at it as that. I looked at it as like, well, if they did it, I could do it. You know, I didn't look at it as like so negativity and like, I don't give a shit that a guy yelled at me. I don't give a fuck. I probably deserved it. I probably fucked up, right? I would just do my own thing. You know, I just don't understand that type of thing. Like where everybody needs to be like, why do you need to, as an employer, why do I need to suck your dick to fucking keep you working here? I don't give a fuck. Because in the grand scheme of things, you really don't give a shit what I got going on. You know, people just think that they're entitled to a lot more than what they really get. And I would say that that's just more and more, you know, like when you go on there, you know, that's just people think that they're like, you know, they're equals, you know, like you have to separate yourself that you're not an equal. There's different classes in society and you got to know your role and stay in it, you know? Or if you move into a different one, figure out how to blend in. That's right. It's not that fucking hard. Yeah, you got to have your own journey. Travis, you have no idea, right? You have no fucking idea. They all want to be your best friend, but then they all got to badmouth you to everybody else, you know, and then they act like it doesn't come back around, you know, just because I don't say anything doesn't mean that I don't know, you know. Everybody just feels like they're fucking great and they don't listen, you know. They're impatient. It's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying, right? I keep saying the same thing. You're not listening, you know? I realize why you're not listening because it's not the answer you want to hear. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I don't get the answer that I want to hear all the time, too. So maybe we're in the same fucking position, but, you know, ridiculous. No, I don't have my first driver ever. Nope. I don't have my first driver ever. Yeah. I am mostly, I don't know, I'm kind of an introvert with a little bit of outrevert every once in a while. But most of the time, I just like to be left alone. You know? No, I don't drink beer. I don't drink any alcohol. I haven't had a drink in probably 7 years, maybe 7 or 8 years. I think that's the last time I've had anything to drink. I just don't drink. I don't find the enjoyment in it. I'm not interested in it. Well, here's the funny point is they don't put windshield washer fluid in them either. You know who does that 90% of the time? Me. When I pull them in to work on them on the weekends, I usually top off all the fluids, you know, because it's, how hard is that? But it's difficult. It's difficult. Right? So it's not like they fill that either, you know? Like emptying a trash can, that's hard. Oh, that's just, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's difficult. No, they don't do that. But if I found one, I would be pissed. I would go put it in their shit. You know, it's funny. You know, like just the shit, dude. You just sit there and you're just like, right? There you go, Dominique. When you get in the goddamn truck, completely out of def, no windshield washer fluid, you're just like, what the fuck? Anybody drive this? Anybody drive this thing? Right? I guess you just pulled it in, said, fuck it. I just can't do it enough. Dominique, those people are probably making $50 an hour to drive that truck, and they can't put windshield washer fluid in it or DEF. That's fucking unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Right? And they're probably the first ones to bitch, man. This place fucking sucks. You know? Fuck this place. This guy that owns this is a complete asshole. He makes me put windshield washer fluid in it. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. When you clean the window, you can see out of it, and then you don't run over shit. It's shocking to me. Shocking. Right? I'm sure they act like that, Dominique. You just haven't seen it. That is true. I never thought about that, Isaac. You know, that is funny. It is weird that people trash stuff they can't afford. That comes back to a little bit of, I think it comes back to jealousy. That's the only thing I could think of. I don't have any DEF freezing issues. We just recently moved my DEF outside. I bought this thing called a power blanket. It's like a heater that goes around it. Okay. And it sits out there. It's pretty nice. You know, it is what it is. But it's pretty cool. We have it sitting outside. How do I deal with the hypocrite church people? I don't deal with church people, okay? Once you come up to me and you start talking words like this, like I prayed on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man of God. You start talking all this crazy wish-wash bullshit to me, I just won't talk to you ever again. I could give two fucks about your crazy fucking church radicalist behavior. Okay? So if you come up to me and you start going like, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought about praying? Oh, the sermon Sunday was just so great. You know what I'm saying? I put you in what I call the wackaloon category. Like, we got a Bible thumper. We got a Bible thumper over here. You know what I'm saying? He is fucking Jesus Christ himself. You know what I'm saying? Listen to some other asshole's opinion, giving him 10% of what he makes. What a fucking retard. You know, I look at them as weak-minded individuals. I've told you that before. When they start doing all that crazy shit, I just got to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Just walk away from them. That's the best way to deal with it. Just be like this. Okay, you're a wackaloon. Got it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, they're wackaloons, man. I call them wackaloons. Like, I just look at them like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Okay, what happened? Oh. You know what I'm saying? I had to pray on that. Like, what? Weirds. That is true. I've seen way more crooks using the religious stuff too. Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, what is that? Joel Osteen? There was that other guy. What were these wackaloons? You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't smoke anymore, but when I used to smoke, yeah, I didn't give a shit, you know. But there is a lot of wackaloons out there, you know. I gotta go to church. Ah, okay, okay. You know, I got a Bible study class. That's always a great one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the mega church guys, they're weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Right? Didn't they find like $500,000 cash hidden in that Joel Osteen guy's wall? You know what I'm saying? Wall. Like, why do you have that much? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they found that much cash in the wall of my house, you know what would happen? I'd go to jail. They would be like, hey, this is drug paraphernalia, right? Ridiculous. BJ count's still at the same. I think we're down to 47. I think we're at 47. My birthday's coming up this Saturday or this Sunday. So next Sunday will be my birthday. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Chris, I saw that. You know what I'm saying? I like how they started deporting those fucking crazy people. It's about time. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's time. I would say the drivers need to respect you. You know what I'm saying? Probably more than anything else. But a lot of people don't understand what respect means. So they want 100% respect, but aren't willing to give 0% of respect to you, if that makes any sense. So they want it, but they don't know how to give it, if that makes any sense. Or they don't understand like what respect to a different person may mean. That's anything. Yeah, I remember that Jim Baker guy. Yeah, but my birthday's next Sunday. I turned 44. I've been on this earth 44 years. That's a long time. Ah, there you go. That is a 100% true statement. Right? There you go. Alrighty. No one can take responsibility for their own actions. That's a good one. That is, you hit the nail on the head. Right? Everybody wants their actions. Whatever they do, it doesn't matter. Once you motherfuck them for their actions, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. I can't believe you talk to me like that. What the fuck? You fucking asshole. Well, you just fucking ruined about $50,000 worth of shit. Okay? Right? Think about it if I went out there to your car and just kicked the fuck out of it. Would you be upset? Well, yeah, that's my car. You did it with intention. I don't give a fuck what I did it with. You did the same goddamn fucking thing. Right? Jesus Christ. But entitlement is another, Dilo, that's the comment of the century right there. You must have fucking employees and know how it is. Yes, the super singles, the 445s are basically 2 inches taller than, what do you want to call that? Than fucking 11R24 5s. 565. I don't know how you're going to get 565. It's probably going to be D-rated because the 565 only come in 1850 or 2050 torque, and the Allison transmission only goes to, I think the highest torque they have is like 1650 or something like that. They used to. So I don't know how they would get 565 in that, because I don't think you could get it with 1,700 foot-pounds of torque. It would be, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I remember Julian. That's another dude that thought that he wanted to live my lifestyle on fucking not living my life. You know what I'm saying? Not like, what are you talking about, dude? You know? Thank you, Ron. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see if we get down to 44. Maybe whatever. We're going on that husband and wife vacation without the kids. That should be fun. Yeah, I just don't know how they got to that. No, 2050 torque in a dump truck is not a waste of money. That's what I run. I run 2050 torque. In all my big leader stuff, I run 2050 torque. I don't run the small stuff. The Hallmax suspension just rides way better. It just rides way better than the Chalmers. And the new Hallmax is lighter than the Chalmers stuff. I like the Hendrickson stuff better. Easier to get, just seems to be a little bit better. Yes, I have had a truck with a Caterpillar. It was actually a 2WS, so it was a 3406E. It was the predecessor right before the 6NZ. I had it in my old Turdling that I had. It had a Mercedes engine in it, then it blew up, and then we took the Mercedes out and put a Cat in it. It was really nice. Whatever you want to say. So I did have one with a Cat engine in it. I didn't notice any, it's not like that Cat ran so much better. I had an N14 Cummins that ran really good. I like that engine. It was just as good. Not a problem, whatever you want to do. See, I think the 4500 trans only goes, maybe it goes to 1850 torque, but I mean, when I looked into it, it did not. Brian Van Dip, shit, that's crazy. You ended up living in a dilapidated camper for 5 years. Yeah, you lived there, I think it was 3 years, before you bought your mobile home, house on wheels that they mounted on a concrete slab. But remember, it's better than my custom-built house, right? It's better than my custom-built house, with your, like, cheap fucking wood paneling walls. Don't understand it. No, the Hallmax does not ride. Airbag will ride a lot smoother, but how would I say this? It's not as stable. At what time in your business do you know when to start buying new trucks? Well, I would tell you be in business 2 to 3 years before you go jump off buying a new truck. Um, Again, I talked about it in that bulk loads podcast. You got to do the math. Whenever the parts and the downtime outweigh what it costs to fucking buy a new truck, then you probably need to buy a new one. Okay. When you buy new shit, people will take you a lot more seriously, for sure. But that's how you do the math. And also, are you tired of working on shit every fucking weekend and you just want to kind of be smooth, you know? Whatever. That's when you'll know. I wouldn't put air ride on the front of dump truck. They move around too much. It become unstable again. No, I've seen guys with airbags haul asphalt. They got to build huge like pieces of steel to keep from pinching the airbag, because that will happen from time to time. You know. Oh, you bought a Mack dump trailer or something? Yeah, that's when you'll decide, when do you want to stop fucking with this shit? That's what you got to decide. Right? You know, whenever that is, do the math. You know what I'm saying? Do the math. When the math ain't mathin', it's time to fucking get a new one. You know? That's what I would tell you. You know, I buy new trucks just because I can, right? The $200,000 price tag, well, again, that's a guy that's thinking small-minded, dude. I don't give a shit what the price tag is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Brian Van Dipshit. That is a recipe for success right there. That's a great business tip. Good one. And really, a new truck is going to be 300. Like if you buy a PACCAR product, it's going to be 300, 295. I mean, 275 to 300. There's nothing you can do. Welcome to the Thunderdome. That's all I'm going to tell you. Right? Pure dumbass. That is, Ron. That's a recipe for success. But first of all, you have to go around talking about how you're retired. You got to do that first. You know, I'm a long way from being retired. I got a lot of shit to do. To me, I keep buying trucks. I just can't say no. You know? I like the part of building the truck and fixing all the stuff and getting the truck right. You know what I'm saying? The hardest part is finding the people to go in them, or finding the good people. Steve and Paul, you're exactly right. Yeah, well, Travis, I mean, are you running that truck right now? I mean, all my trucks are going out Monday. I mean, we have every one going out. I could probably work 4 more on Monday. You know, Wednesday, I don't know what I'm going to do. We need probably 25 trucks to go run, and I've got 15. So I haven't figured out what we're going to do there yet, but just haven't figured it out. For some reason, the Dayton Salt Yard won't let us go get salt on Monday or Tuesday, and then, you know, I don't know what we're going to do. It's a mess. We'll see. What are you working for MBL, Travis? I heard that MBL got a $5 raise this year. Well, it'll be in May. I don't know. I worked for MBL. It just wasn't consistent enough for what I had to do. Like I can't work 4 days a week. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. HJ and MBL. Yeah, it was a cold day in hell. I saw a lot of fucking HJ trucks down at the salt yard hauling fucking salt. So I was like, and that was HJ trucks. I was like, whew, boy, the mighty have fallen, man. You know? I'm signed up with her, but she don't call me in the winter. You know, she calls me when other people don't show up, and then she works me for like a day, and then that's it. And then I get pissed off, like, that's fucking ridiculous. Yep. That's why I'm running tire pressure monitors. So it tells the drivers what they got going on there. Y'all, you're in Kentucky a lot? That's because she doesn't have anybody to go over there. That's usually where she sends me with Bray Construction, which you might as well, if you could do everything perfectly, okay, and she will call you once a week that Bray Construction said you did something wrong. They're terrible. They are absolutely fucking terrible. I hate it. Because it's like you could send, they'll find something wrong, you know what I'm saying? Whoever those foremans are, they could be in the whorehouse with a fistful of 50s and still find something to bitch about. Just fucking more complaints after more fucking complaints. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, we get fuel delivered here. We get fuel delivered here like every other day, every day. I actually have 2 tanks now. So we keep 4,000 gallons here at the shop. And, you know, sometimes you need that. So how I do it, if I don't have work for all my drivers, I pick the ones that are going to be the most reliable. Does that make any sense? So the ones that I know are not going to call me with stupid questions every day, that's how I decide. The ones that show up on time, that's how I decide who works. So if you show up every day and you show up on time and I don't have to deal with you, you're going to work more than somebody that shows up late, fucking calls to fucking tell me about the fart they just had, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened in the truck that fucking day. Alrighty. And then I just don't need to be bothered with that. There has been no news on the bridge project, so I am taking it, Ron, as no news is good news. I am going to the meet and greet, whenever that is, sometime in February. That's true. The natural assholes are trying to put a hold on the bridge. That's what you heard this week. I haven't heard anything. I heard whatever the governor come out and said, everything is on target. I don't know what else. I'm sure that the Cincinnati City Council members want to get involved and fucking pad their pockets on this for a little bit, but they'll get run out. I mean, Cincinnati City Council is a bunch of useless dumbasses, really, is what it is. You know, it's not going to work. No, I'm not hooked up with Ezzy. I work a lot with Ezzy, but I don't work for him. I tried to call Ezzy and get a couple trucks with him, but He like called me at 4 o'clock in the morning, wanted me to like move trucks around. I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. And I haven't heard from him since. So I don't know. I tried to. I sent him all my shit. Yeah, certain fish. Nobody gives a fuck about fish or mussels. I don't give a shit. Do you want to be, hey, the I-75 bridge just fell in the river. Do you want to kill fucking millions of people, or you just want to fucking, because as soon as that does, should you be charged with the death penalty because you're fucking stupid fucking fish fucking shit? You know what I'm saying? Should you be, you should be in charge of that shit. No. I'm not hooked up with them, no. I haven't got anywhere with the front end bushings. They want to give me one complete set to switch a truck over to the whatever stuff. And I want every truck that has spring suspension, I want it fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come up with this fucking problem. You did. You have to stand behind your product. Eventually, what it's going to take is a class action lawsuit is what it's going to take. But that's neither here or there. I have never hauled wet concrete. Right? Yeah, no, we are down at Newtown on Friday. We'll be down there probably tomorrow, too. No, I work for that company direct. I've been working for them for about a year off and on, but they got a new dispatcher, and he seems to like me because he can call me and be like, I need 12 trucks today. And I'm like, okay, okay, here you go. I send him 12, it's pretty easy. I don't say too much. And plus, I'll do the demolition and all the other shit. Not a lot of people will do that because they're afraid it's hard on their trucks or whatever. I mean, it is pretty hard, but, it is what it is. I mean, when you work for certain companies and you go into, like, fucking demolition dumps, like, dude, we get so many flat tires down there, it's unfucking believable. Man, Julio Perez, I don't give a fuck that you're getting married this year, okay? I've been married for, I think, fucking 11 years now. It's fucking part of life, bud. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want a fucking cookie? I mean, you want us to all sit here and be like, oh, congratulations, you get married. Nobody gives a fuck. The rest of us are married, too. We know the misery that you're about to go in. Who gives a fuck? Again, do you feel special that you found some whore that wants to fucking marry you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, fucking, so did everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That is true. That people put fish ahead of people's fucking, what do you call that? Like real life problems. What brand tires do I like? The front brands. I'm going to try some of these tires called Armstrong. They're like a Continental thing. They're made in Taiwan. They're pretty reasonable. I've been running some Hancooks. Those are pretty nice front tires. And then I really like Goodyear Armor Maxes. Those are pretty fucking sweet. They do a good job. They have a lot of grip. They last a long time. They're pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that Julio Perez dude has said stupid shit the whole fucking time. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, okay? Nobody gives a fuck that you're getting married. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Half the people coming to your wedding don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Don't give a fuck. You know? Right? Yeah, he's looking for a handout, dude. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave me a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Nobody gave me a fucking goddamn handout. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, actually, with the serviceable, with the rubber bushing front suspension on the Western Stars, you won't have a problem. They'll last forever. No, I do all the hiring and firing of the drivers. I've ran some double coins. The Roadmasters are pretty good drive tires. I like those. Let's see. Somebody called me about like a Continental program where I can get like Continental's fucking Continentals are shit. Let me see. Continentals they were like pretty reasonable. It's called this like some kind of program they put me on. I don't fucking know, but it was pretty good. Yeah, no, I've earned a spot. That's what I mean. Like people fucking don't get it, dude. You know. Hold on here. Let me. Ah, shit. I can't send my wife what. I'll tell her. Hold on here. I don't know what it is. Let me see if I can. Damn it! I gotta go. How the hell do I get into? Here we go. Let me see if I can see what they are here. Jesus Christ. Hold on here. What the hell? There we go. See if it sent it to her. There we go. Did that from my Apple Watch. That's awesome. Yeah, the front double coins that we had on the front vibrate pretty bad. I probably wouldn't buy them again. I got them for like $350 a steer tire for these double coins. We just ran them in the demo trucks, so it's the best way I could do it. Let's see here. The super singles, you can retread those because they're not steers. They're not the same size as whatever. They're 445s. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't run them on the back. I have two mechanics that come in on the weekends, and then some of the shit I take to the dealership if I don't have time to fuck with it. Other than that. I'm not going into California. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not going into California. So. So, let's see if that's sent to her. Oh yeah. I've never tried Pirellis. I don't know if you can get them around here, and I don't know what he'll rock. I run a Koa aluminum rims is what I run. Is what I like to run. That's what I run the most of is Alcoas. I have a shit ton of them. Alrighty. I probably have, I think, 20 or 30 sets of probably rims around here. There is a shit ton of them. I just got them all polished. I got a bunch of shit polished from this dude around here. It's called Perfectly Polished. He does a really good job. He's still got a bunch more polishing to do for me, but he's out of town. He goes out all the time, like polishing trucks. I'm going to have him polish some of the trucks once the salt season gets over. Like when the weather gets warmed up, I'm going to have him come over and fucking polish the trucks and get them fucking cleaned up and looking nice. Like have him do the bumpers and fucking just all that shit. Just kind of make them look pretty good. Because some of them are pretty bad. But I do got to buy... I did find this company that makes new Western Star gas caps. It's like this conversion kit where it's a threaded system. So that they're $300 a piece, and I'm going to need fucking 20 of them. So, what was I going to say? I'm going to need 20 of them, so it's going to be pretty expensive. I think it was $4,000 for 20 of them, but it got it to the fucking... These fucking Freightliner fucking gas caps just fucking leak all the time. They're pieces of shit. No, my drivers do not polish anything. We have one driver that polishes stuff, but that's whenever he like feels like it. His truck he keeps pretty nice, but no, nobody else has polished it. So I have to get them polished again. You know, it's my shit. They want me to, you know, it's like, Jesus Christ. You know, no. If they have to put out any extra effort, no driver is doing it. That means any extra effort, it just seems to be a fight. You know? It's like, oh my God, I have to do something? Oh boy. You know? It's ridiculous. You know? Ridiculous. I haven't had any engines really give me a bunch of problems. No, I don't have any Boston truckers working for me. It's not, there's none of those guys. Those guys like that are really like rare to find. A guy that gives a shit about what he's doing. Most of them don't give a shit. Most of them treat you like, you know what I'm saying? They just come and go as they please and, you know, whatever. You can always tell the ones that, you know, they work like what their lifestyle portrays. So, like, you know, it's, how would I say this? Their lifestyle just does whatever, you know? Just, it's ridiculous. We go. Well, you know, Boston trucker probably gets paid by the hour because he's honest. Okay. Truck drivers, and why we have to pay the truck drivers, percentage of the load is because it keeps them invested. If we paid drivers by the hour and we sent them out on tonnage jobs, I'm going to tell you the truck owners would lose 100% of the time. These people would fuck around, you know, instead of getting the 6 loads that they need to do to make the truck money, they would get 4 or 3 or fucking whatever. They would fuck around. So you know why in the city of Cincinnati you get paid percentage of what the truck makes? It's because of the drivers. It's not because that the owners don't want to pay you and they're trying to fuck you. It's because we've tried to do it the other way, and every one of us has been burnt. Every fucking one. Every one. I've seen it. I've seen it down there when people are like, oh, the trucks that get paid hourly down at the salt rate at the gravel yard. Oh, yeah, man, go around me. I get paid by the hour. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking time. And those are the first guys to bitch, man. Fuck this, man. Why, I ain't working for percentage. Yeah, because you want to be lazy. All you had to say was you're lazy. That's all you had to say, that you're lazy and that you have a hard time doing math. And then, right? Why we have to pay that is because we're keeping it fair both directions. Does that make any sense? It makes you earn a little bit. It keeps you honest, and it also keeps, me honest, right? So it is what it is. I've never had in-dump trailer, so I can't comment on what that is. All righty. Yeah, the Boston trucker seems like a good guy. I have never had a half-round dump truck. I've seen them. They've kind of became less popular. I don't see too many of the half-rounds anymore. No, Wayne. That's how it is. That's why drivers get paid percentage pay. That's why people in the dump truck business pay percentage. You know why people pay mileage? It's just like paying mileage when you're over the road. Does that make any sense? It's the same concept. It doesn't matter how many hours it takes you. It pays. This is what the load pays. I don't know. I want a W900. There, I'll talk about that in a second. So, I don't understand how you think. Are you Tilo? What are you saying? It's fine for the driver to demand the most amount of money, but wrong for the owner to do the same? Is that right? Because a lot of times, I get told all the time that I'm secretly rich. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest pet peeve. I've had drivers that run over shit and tear shit up. You know what they told me? Well, it's okay. You're a millionaire. You can afford it. I'm like, holy fuck. Oh, you're saying the driver might, it's hypocritical. Okay. I understand what you're saying there, Tilo. I just didn't understand what you were getting to, but yes. That definitely is part of the issue. Is sometimes you got to take a good look at yourself, and also it's another word that American workers don't like to hear: accountability. Okay, accountability. So they don't like that word. Okay, so back to the W900. I would really like a W900. The problem I have is they only come in manuals. So I would want to buy I want a long hood, and they only come, you can only get them with 18-speed manuals. I would really like one. I don't know what I would buy. I feel like if I did it, it would have to be like a gravel truck. I want one. I just don't know how. I don't have anybody that can drive a manual truck. Does that make any sense? So, it is what it is. I heard in Cincinnati department. I heard that something was going on over at the airport. I have not heard what that is, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I've heard that they're going to expand some other shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I like the W900s. I would have one. I think it would be better as a gravel truck. Maybe we'll see. If they stop making them or say they're going to stop making them, I'll probably buy one just to have one. Hooded trucks do hold their value a lot more than other trucks. Yes. I do not run dash cams, Jeff. I used to have dash cams. They did not work. They just didn't. Every time that you would go to look for the accident, it was either not working or the thing was over on the ground. I just didn't like the dash cams, so I just stopped using them. They didn't work. It was junk. No, the insurance is not cheaper for auto trucks. That's all that anybody can drive is a auto truck. Not everybody can drive an 18-speed manual. See, Docker, that is true. If the owner of the company is not making money, either does the driver. People don't look at it from that point of perspective. I cannot give any more than what we're giving right now as far as driver pay. And I know that every driver says, well, Justin, that's selfish. Well, okay, I'm not making very much money a week either. I don't pay myself a lot of fucking money. Okay? But like as an owner of a company, I can tell you that the price of the trucks to buy have doubled. The insurance has went up 75%, okay? And the fuel cost has went up 50%. And the truck rate is went up $2. So tell me, where in this grand scheme of things can we decide how to pay you more money? Because we can't. There's no money left to pay anybody. By the time you pay the fuel bill, the truck payment, and the insurance, there's very little money left to pay anybody else. And especially there's no money to pay anybody else when they destroy the equipment faster than you can fix it. Right? It can't be done. It can't be done. If that makes any sense. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. And people don't understand the math because a lot of people in America have problems doing math equations. So if the math don't math, you know what I'm saying? Like when I tell people we're out of money, we don't have any more money, there's no more money left. It just doesn't work. I can't afford to pay any more. You know? I can't afford to pay. It's not like I'm lying. I'm not out here lying to people. That's the biggest thing. My transparency at my company, if you listen, is way more transparent than any other place I've worked. I mean, I'll tell you, like, yeah, there's nothing left. I mean, the shit has gone up just astronomically. And the truck rate has not improved. If we can get the truck rate up and maybe get the insurance and fuel down, we could do better. Yes, there is a bottleneck at the rates. But Matt, why there's a bottleneck at the rates is what I always talk about. There is too many trucks. Okay? A couple years ago, everybody saw everybody buying new trucks and all this shit. And then we got a lot of people that really shouldn't own trucks out here owning trucks, okay? So there's too fucking many because people have made it look easy. This is not fucking easy about this. So there's too many trucks out there, and that's what has driven the price down of the rate. Now the rate will go up when there is so much work that they can't get enough trucks for it. Then the rate will go up. And then what will we have? Then people will go out and buy more trucks, okay? And then when the work slows down again, now we have too many trucks. So it's a catch-22. That's what it is. How much money do we save having diesel on site? A bunch. Probably, probably, I would say it's 25 to 30 cents difference than what it is out on the street. Yeah, still high cost. That is out of control. What's the best dealer to buy trucks from? Well, that's a loaded question because, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand your question. How I choose to do business is when I go to a dealership, the most important thing that I care about is how does their service department work? The service department should be the number one priority when you're buying trucks from a trucking dealership. Right? Is what their service department is like. Whatever their service department is like, that's where you want to go. Yeah, that's how you should pick what dealership to buy from. Are they open 7 days a week? Do they have a parts department that's maybe open 24 hours? You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. Yeah, Barrett sets the rate. Yeah, you're right. I don't work for Barrett anymore, so I don't even know what their rate is going to be this year. So I couldn't tell you. It is a problem that that's because they couldn't afford what the rate really needs to be at that 125 to 135. Yeah, JRJ's the same. I mean, they all picked the rate. Why do you think they picked the rate? They're in cahoots, man. Nobody has understood that yet, but it is. You can't start a union as a trucking ownership. It'll never work. It'll never work because you have too many guys that will go behind and backstab the people that are trying to do it just to make themselves be in a better position. You could never fucking do it because you're going to have 2 or 3 guys that say that they'll join, they'll listen to you, and they'll be spies for the other side. And they will do that just to better their position with the place that you're trying to get the rate up for. So a union would never work. Never work. Because there's guys out here that own trucks that make worse financial decisions than, you know what I'm saying, me or anybody else. So they have to work. And if you know how it works here in the city, okay, and I'm sure a lot of other places, when does everybody's rate increase always go into effect? It's after the winter, and it's usually about 30 to 60 days after the start of the season. You know why that is? Think about it. It's so you already come back to work for what the rate was last year, okay? And when they give you $1.50 this year, you're already stuck because you're making money. That's why they don't tell you the rate in fucking February or March. They wait till May. There's a reason why, okay? I'm sure a lot of other places are like that too. No, I'm not going to get something, I'm not going to get a truck to match the Rolex, no. But that's the reason why that's when they tell you the rate. And that's when it always goes in effect, is at the end of April or the beginning of May. And they'll tell you, well, it's because we have a bunch of carryover work from last year that was bid on this rate. You know what I'm saying? They give you a line of bullshit, but it doesn't matter. What they don't really tell you is they've been making $20 off the rate last year. So if it went up $5, it means $15. What does it matter? They don't. That's the reason why. You know, but you know, they think that a lot of us are stupid. But I know why. It only took me one season to figure that out. I'm like, oh, that's why they do that. It's not because out of the goodness of their heart. There's a reason. Yep. It is what it is. It is never going to change. You know, the only thing that could make it change in this is probably just a question. Again, it would have to be truck demand. Okay. And it would have to be that there was like a huge thing that had year-round work where everybody was working. So like every truck in the city was working year-round. And then when the fucking bigger companies called to start up the new season, people would be like, I'm not going to go to work for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm making this right now. You're going to have to beat that. That's about the only way that it's going to change. The contractors are not paying brokers $10 or $20 more. You know what I'm saying? Right? Everybody gets paid the same. What the brokers do is they take the 10% or whatever out of your money. Okay? So that's why you realize that, oh man, there's like some companies are making 110, but you only get paid 99, 75. You know why that is? Because they take 10%. They take 10% for sending you a fucking, you know, for sending you a text message. It doesn't make any sense. And then treat you like shit while they do it. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't have all your eggs in one basket. You're exactly right. I know. That's why they got you by the balls, is because you have to work your truck. You still haven't put the whole picture together. Right? Like, do you think that they get mad that everybody's going to buy new trucks? No, they're laughing. They laugh at us. They laugh at us. You want to know why? Okay, you want to know why they laugh at us? Because they just sit there and they go, okay, we got that sucker roped in. He ain't going nowhere. That's why. You know, it's 100% the reason why the contractors pay the way that they do. Because look at this shit. They know you got to work. No, a stone slinger truck, I would not be interested in buying. Not really. Wow. Brokers are taking 30%. That's pretty fucking crazy. It's not real hard to get upside down on a dump truck loan. It's not really that bad. You just got to pay your bills, right? And be able to afford the payment. That's all you got to do. Right? It's real easy to get upside down on like other shit, like your fucking, you know, your goddamn maintenance account. Jesus Christ, that thing gets so upside down, you can't fucking fix that. It fucking sucks. You know? It fucking sucks. I consider it. If they're washing trucks out there. I don't know what other business I'd be doing if I wasn't in the dump truck business. Matt, let me pee and I'll get back to that. Okay. So, Matt, to answer your question, do I ever wonder how I keep this fucking place going? Yeah. All right, see you later, Travis. I wonder, that crosses my mind about every week. Okay. Um, the reason that I keep doing it is because I really got nothing else that I can do that I can have the lifestyle that I have. So I like not answering to anybody. I like making my own schedule. I like some of the freedoms that come along with owning your own company. Okay. Plus, there's some other reasons. I'm too stupid to quit. Yeah, I'd say that's probably number one. The second reason is I'm in too deep. Okay, so that means that I'm walking around basically with just my head above water. And that's just because, that's my risk tolerance. But, you know, and I just realized that I take accountability for my own actions, and I got myself into this mess. So there's really nobody else that I can blame but me. So it kind of is what it is. And you just have to be willing to fight that fight every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Dana White, when he said the first 3 years of owning the UFC is a fucking war. And that's what owning a business is. Every day somebody wants to come and take what you got. They want to fucking, it's just a war. They just want what you have, even though they don't realize that they probably don't want this fucking wreck. It's just, it's crazy. Completely fucking crazy. And you just have to be willing to fight this war every day. It is what it is. I had 2 trucks when I came to this yard over here, is what I had. And that was it. So we had 2 trucks when we moved over here. Now I'm going to try to figure out how to get 22 parked in here. I still haven't figured out how to do it, but I'm going to try. I'm sure that to build 50-minute, 50-unit apartments, it's crazy. Yeah, I have came a long way since the one rolled over. I'm out here in the streets, man. Out here working in the streets. But, you're in too deep. People ask you all the time, Justin, what's it like? Oh, it's got to be so much fun. This sucks, Every week, there's just more bullshit you have to deal with. More every week. You have to deal with somebody else's attitude. That's what I don't like either. Like I always tell the people, I love the trucks. I just hate the people that drive them. I know that sounds weird, but that's the way, you know what I'm saying? It sounds weird, but that's it. Yeah, that is true. There is so much stuff that is out of my control, and I wish I could just control everything, but you can't. You got people that just think that they're important, and really we're all not important in the grand scheme of things. A lot of guys get this whole entitlement that like, oh man, they got to use my trucks. There's nobody else that can do what we do. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is, motherfucker. I'm telling you. Yes. Nobody is special in this world. I'm expendable just like you're expendable. And once you realize that, it's very simple. We don't have electronic logs because we are local. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We don't use those. I don't have any 10K drops. I only have 2 of them. And I like the 8Ks over that because really what you don't realize is you're just dragging extra weight with those bigger lift axles. Once you realize that you're just dragging weight and that's payload, it is what it is. Right? Yeah, we're under local short haul exemption. There's really nothing. I mean, we're out and back every day. It may be 15 hours, but you got to remember, you spend a lot of time waiting on a bunch of shit. I mean, it's not really like, it's not nonstop. My 5-year plan changes. I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years. I know that I want to build a completely new shop. I want to build like a Justin Sturgill Du Ragazzi world headquarters, if that makes any sense. What was I going to say? Just a world headquarters. I feel like we need, we need more space. I want to build a shop that I can bring 2 or 3 trucks in at a time to get them fixed and go from there. But that would be the world headquarters. I want to get a spot where we have a better office and a better, how would I say this? Just more space. Oh, I can go more than 150 miles radius. I have apportion tags, but before you have to do log books, yes, it's 150 miles. A wash bay would be nice, like a pool inside wash bay. I didn't really think of that, but that'd be a good idea. So then we need like a 4-bay shop. I would like it to be heated the whole time so you could keep the pressure washer on and then have grates in the floor that would get cleaned out, No, you don't really need a tire bay. A wash bay and a place to wash 3 trucks with a front office area and like a meeting room. Like where my wife could have an office, I could have an office. We could have a secretary and 1 full-time mechanic is what I would want. 1 or 2 full-time mechanics. No, we're pretty much out of space here. We got to find. This is going to have to be an expansion plan. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. We do 40,000 mile oil changes. I went back to running Schaefer's oil, but that's what I run. Heat in the floor is number 1. I would say that. And air conditioning shop so we could work on it in the summer when it's not fucking 1,000 degrees. Yep, it's just another bill. I want to have, before I build a shop, I want to have at least 5 trucks paid off. I would have a service pit. I would do 1 bay with a pit, the other bay would not. I would say to build a shop like I want would be probably $1.5 million. That's probably what it would be. If I had to guess, be $1.5 million. For sure. Nah, I don't know if it'd be 3 million. It better not be. But $1.5 million probably is what it would be. I want to have 5 trucks paid off. So I'm almost close. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Julio Perez, I'm not giving you any money. Okay? Man, I don't know where I would build it. a place where I could find the property the most reasonable price. Yes, we have a payroll company, and that's who does all of our payroll, if that makes any sense. We do have QuickBooks. I do have an accountant, like a tax person, that like reconciles my QuickBooks every week and all that shit. That's what we do. We have all that. You know, we have all that shit. Yeah, where I'm at is good and cheap. That's why I haven't left. But eventually I'm going to have to. You know, I need more space. The electric power washer's over there. I just haven't fucked with it. You know, I have other things going on. I have a lot of stuff going on. You know, like this has probably been the busiest winter that I've been in the last 4 winters. You know, we got a lot of shit going on. It seemed like everything hit this winter. Like everything lined up perfectly. You know, like we got so much poverty to rock the hall. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. You know, I went from trying to worry about, you know, I'm hiring drivers faster than I fucking find them. You know, because again, people think that they don't want to, you know, they don't want to work. People say they want to work till they have to work, then they don't want to work. Does that make any sense? Well, I want to work until they get like 3 days off, and then they don't work, and then they don't ever want to come back to work. You ever notice that? It takes them hard to get them back in the training. I have 1 manual truck. You're going to Toledo twice tomorrow for the Poverty Rock. Why are you going all the way up to Toledo to get it? Fuck that. We hire drivers by like Facebook or Indeed. There's a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, Toledo, man, that's a 4-hour ride just to get 1 load. I'm not going out there for 4-hour ride to get 1 fucking load. You out of your goddamn mind? That shit's gonna be, you know, here, we'll just take care of the Julian thing. Bam! Give him the band hammer. Gone. You're leaving at 4 a.m.? Wow, man, I couldn't get my guys to leave it. Well, they left for 4 a.m. when they went, then they had to go down, whatever. But for a normal Poverty Rock load, there's no fucking way. No fucking way. Because no matter, I don't know where in the hell you're taking that load, but those 1 load better pay $500 if you're going to get 2 of them to make it worth driving it for. It better pay more than that. You know? But Poverty Rock is whatever. You're going to Greenville? I have a load of salt that I got to go to. I think I got to go to the Greenville DOT starting Wednesday. I have somewhere to go that I haven't been able to do it because the Dayton Salt Yard is out of salt. So we're not going back till Wednesday, I'm guessing. And it'll probably be, you know what I'm saying? You're picking up in Toledo for Indiana Dot. Why in the hell are they going all the way up there? I ain't going up that far. No fucking way. No fucking way. Toledo's 4 hours to get one load of salt. Tell them to put it on the train. It'd be easier to get it down here. Fuck doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck doing that. You'll go broke just driving around. It's not worth it. It doesn't pay enough. You know? Like one load better pay, that's what I'm saying, like $1,100 to go that far, because your fuel cost is going to be outrageous. I mean, I think. Yeah, 25 ton and skip the scales. There you go. You know, good luck. You know, good luck. No, I don't have any trucks with Packard engines. Not a Packard engine fan. 0 pieces of equipment with Packard in it. You know? Busy 4? Now, I have other stuff to do. The Schaefer's Oil Company is pretty easy dealing with. The biggest thing is like the reps become real pushy, and I don't like pushy people, okay? Like when I go to buy something, I usually call them and tell them I want to buy this. I don't take a lot of people that call me and want to buy shit. Like, does that make any sense? I hate when they call and try to fucking make their sales quota on you. I'm not interested in that. And I want to be able to, I don't want to have to call you to fucking make an order. Okay? Like, I want to go online and fucking be like, yep, I would like fucking 4 drums delivered to my shop. Send me a bill. I'll pay you with a check. I don't want to fucking do a bunch of bullshit, if that makes any sense. I mean, oil is expensive. I mean, goddamn oil change in one of these trucks is probably $500 or $600. You know, by the time you oil change and grease it and all that shit, put brakes on it, I mean, it's $500-600, maybe more than that, maybe $1,000. It gets expensive. You know, I pay percentage, and if you watched earlier in this podcast, I explained why people pay percentage. No, I don't need a permit. I have one for the other one, but no. You know what I'm saying? But I pay percentage, and the reason is, as I explained it earlier, is drivers are the victim of their own creation, if you understand what that means. But that's why it's paid that way. But it's earlier, and I explained why we pay percentages here, and well, why I pay percentage, because I tried it both ways, and it doesn't work. Percentage seems to work out 50-50 most of the time. It's fair for everybody. Hourly, the owner of the company always gets fucked. Every fucking time. Not once, 100% of the time. No, the shop dozer's out at my buddy's farm. It's been there for, I don't know, 2 years. It's the last time I used it. No, there is no key-to-key stuff. The pay starts when you show up on the job. Key-to-key, there's not much of that out there. We have ran west of Lawrenceburg before. We don't do it a lot, but we have been out there. Yes, I like disc brakes. They're way better. No, Du Ragazzi has all brand new Western Star trucks and an older Peterbilt. She has a 2014 Peterbilt. But the other trucks are all brand new. I am going to probably order her a, what am I going to, I'm probably going to get her like a KW or a Peterbilt. Oh, did Kai Kelly beat Stevie Fast this morning? Kai Kelly's car's been running pretty good. I was wondering, did Kai Kelly go 59 or something and Stevie Jackson went 62? Diabolical. What you don't know is, this is just my own opinion. I watched the Stevie Fast and Lyle Barnett podcast on Monday or Tuesday nights, I think it is. And Stevie Fast Jackson has not run very good since Billy Stockland left. Okay? Billy Stockland is like me. He owns a bunch of sand and gravel trucks in Texas. Okay? He's a fellow dump trucker. All righty? But Billy Stockton is a really smart guy when it comes to running a race car. And I made a mention one time, man, if you want to get Stevie Jackson pissed off, bring up Billy Stockland, because there has, it's just historical data. When Billy has raced with Stevie, Stevie is unbeatable. When Billy leaves, Stevie is not as good as he is with Billy. It's just, hey, you can be a matter of fact, you can do all this stuff. I believe that Stevie Fast is trying to build his own thing, just like Proline Racing did, where you get a bunch of different crew chiefs in there. You do a bunch of rent-a-ride cars. You have your own engine combination, all that stuff. It is what it is. Also, I don't know if Phil Billy is there. That's Phil Schuler. I don't know if he's down there at the Snowbirds, because he's working at Tony Stewart Racing. He's a co-crew chief on the funny car. But, Phil is a really smart racer too. And I know that he owns half of the Shadow. So I don't know if they're still teamed up or whatever. But Billy Stockland is pretty good. If I was going to be a door slammer guy, I would try to go hire Billy Stockland right now. I would just tell him, hey, man, I'm a fellow dump truck guy. Come on out here and we'll try to win some races. But I'm glad that Kai Kelly beat him, because now he's going to have to really eat crow about calling them fucking Cheeto racers and all that shit, which I don't understand. I think that's a Tim McCamus quote there. Yeah, all the asphalt jobs get paid by the hour usually. Well, I don't know if that's a rule here in the state of Ohio, but that'll be new. But we pay percentage. It's, what I'm saying? That's, if you pay hourly, then you probably have to do that. But we don't get paid that way. I look at it like this. When you work for the local factory, okay, you know what I'm saying, the factory down the street or whatever, okay, do they pay you to drive from your house to the job every morning? Do they pay you? Yes or no? Or do they pay you when you show up with the vehicle, or when as soon as you walk in the building and you hit your time card? Do you get paid then, or do they pay you to drive from your house to your place? Because a lot of people don't look at it like that, but that's how the dump truck business is. That's how the trucks are looked at. We are looked at as just a tool. We only start paying when the tool gets on the job. Yeah, Kai Kelly. That's pretty good. Because I watch Justin Swanstrom every once in a while. But that dude, I haven't been able to quite figure him out. he always buys new cars every year, and he never seems to be well organized, I think, to win races. Just from an outsider looking in, like his infrastructure of his program is just not that good. You know what I'm saying? Like he switched a lot of different combinations. It's just that I don't think that you need a new car every year. You know, by the time they get one figured out, he sells it. I haven't figured it out. It's like, dude, you got to really work on this shit. I just noticed that. Like, man, like they win races. I think his dad is really smart. Big country. I think he can tune a car. But they just they're trying to do too much shit. Like, okay, they were running Pro Mod, now they're going to run 275, and then they blew the engine up. And it comes down to maintenance. Like when you start running a car on the ragged edge all the time, okay, your maintenance has to go up, okay? This got me in trouble this summer, okay? I went and watched a team that was successful a couple years ago, but they really struggled this year or the last year. And I really started watching, and I showed up, and at Indy, I watched every step of their process. And I thought, okay, I kind of see what's going on here, okay? Is that you only have like 2 or 3 people that really work on the car. They have a bunch of other guys, but they're really not, I would say, maintaining the stuff at the level it takes to win races. Okay? And like I said that, and it was appalling to them that I would say that. And I'm like, well, you know, as an outsider looking in, that's one thing that I've noticed here. I've watched you tear this engine apart all day, every day here, and not one of you there's only been a couple of you that's done the same damn thing. Now, I've watched this, and I've watched how you've kind of half-assed some of the maintenance issues on this shit, and then you wonder why the car's not running very good, okay? And I said, you guys have way too many people that think they're chiefs that not chiefs, okay? Then you have somebody that is in charge not making good decisions because they've lost the step, or that, you know, maybe what's worked before is not working now because our maintenances went down, you know? Like how it goes together is very, very important. And when I watched Justin Swantrum, I noticed that, you know, they got big tire, small tire, they're switching engine combinations, they tear up a lot of camshafts, you know, like something there mechanically, how the engine is running, how the engine is put together, your oil is not correct, something is wrong to tear up a lot of camshafts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen a company tear up so many lifters. Or maybe when you're turning them 12,000 RPM, you can't run the lifters as long. You know, your valve spring life everything gets cut in half, you know. And it's like a lot of people don't understand that type of stuff in racing. They don't understand infrastructuring their business. Like, you know, having enough parts and having the same parts all the time, you know, is the secret. Like not having that you have to switch the engine, you know, like, oh, well, this engine's a rocker stand and this one is individual rockers. And then it's like, dude, you got to either, like, once you make a decision, you have to go, okay, we're not going to run this shit ever again, sell it. I'm going to wait till I get enough of the right shit that I want to run before I start running it. So I never have to go back. Yeah, they messed a cam up this weekend. I've never seen that. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen. That's been a couple cams that they've fucked them up, and that's because they're using either a shitty lifter, or it's just the valve lash is not correct. Like there is none. Like, something is wrong. Something is wrong in the process and the organization of how that's going together is not correct. You're getting dirt in there. Something is wrong. That would be the thing it's not like Big Country forget how to fucking make a motor run, or they have to lean on it so hard that they're not maintaining the shit on the run count issues that you got. You know what I'm saying? Or start running tool steel camshafts. Yeah, the camshaft's fucking 3 times as much as it costs, but it's better. I'm sure they're running keyed lifters and all that shit. Maybe you have to go to a bigger lifter. You go to 1 1/4 or 1 1/8. You know what I'm saying? 1 1/8 lifter. Maybe you got 1 16 in there. Bigger lifters. There's got to be something going on there. Or check your push rod angle. Maybe you have too long a push rod in the fucking thing. So like your valve lash, is fucking, there's no adjustment when the engine heats up. Something gets in a bind. That's what my brain is telling me, or you're just not organized enough. Why Alan Johnson wins all the time, like in Top Fuel, I know this. Why Alan Johnson wins all the time? It's because he's the most organized. You know what I'm saying? In his process, it takes a while for him to, when he comes to a new place, it takes, a year, 12 months for him to get his process in there. But once he gets his process in there, boy, you're off to the races. I mean, he could take anybody to win races. You know what I'm saying? And, right? I mean, it's just, that's why, fuck. It's process. You look at, Tony Schumacher last year, and that they had the clutch grinder all fucked up, and it wasn't making the clutch discs flat. They were very inconsistent. They fought it for fucking 18 months before somebody goes, these clutch discs are all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all fucked up. Right? And it's just, it takes that simple of a stuff to fucking fuck your whole program up. And then you're chasing yourself because one thing of the process changed and you don't know how to get it back. If that makes any sense. It just happens. It happens. The longer people work out there, the lazier they get, is what I've noticed. It takes a long time to get guys, that think they want to drag race. You can only do it. I mean, I think an average life of crew guy is 5 years. You're going to get really good out of them. That's what kind of pisses me off about drag racing. It's like, when I was out there, I got called a dumbass and, all this shit. Like, oh, you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, okay. Well, I left drag racing and I built a fucking empire. Okay? Like, within 5 years, I have an empire. Okay? Right? I have a fucking empire. What makes you think that I couldn't run a fucking Top Fuel team? What makes you think that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, how don't you think my process would be good after a while? I mean, this shit is not that hard. But it's just like people don't see that, I see it, but people just don't, out there they're so small-minded and they're all worried about themselves, that they don't really take a step back and go, man, I bet you this guy might bring fresh ideas or a different way of thinking about how to run a real fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, how to turn this profitable, is how I'm trying to think about running it. And it's, yes, you're going to have to trust the process. I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm going to fuck some shit up. Okay, we're going to fuck some shit up. But once we figure it out, we're you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my foot on the fucking throat and I'm going to rip them out every week. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to be successful in life when you're dedicated. Like, that's what I want to say. Like, dude, I was laughing at him. I'm like, dude, I have more infrastructure to run one of these cars at my shop than you guys do, and out here and you're doing it. and you're fucking out here every week. Like, what are you talking about? I have more parts to run a goddamn dump truck business. You know why? Because 20 people's lives depend on what I got going on here. Right? So yes, I look at it a different way. I would have one of everything, you know, or if we use a lot of it, two. You know, it doesn't take that hard to think of all the things. Nobody thinks of everything. I can think of everything. You know, I could walk around and looked at fucking 12 things I would change. Like, oh, this needs to be better. This needs to be better. This needs to be better. You know, this is how we're going to have to do it. You want to be successful, you got to listen to me. Because I've already proved it. Okay. That's what I told him. I'm like, do you realize that you guys all complain that you have no social media followers? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I have a YouTube channel. I haven't posted a video in 2 years. Still got 60,000 subscribers. You post one every week and can't get over 10,000. What does that say? You know what I'm saying? So who's fucked up here? You or me? You know, like, right? Because you don't have any personality. You don't talk about shit. You know? Right? It's the fucking God's honest truth. God's honest truth. These people can't handle it. Right? They can't handle it. Again, they can't handle accountability for their own actions. Like, you suck. You know, they don't want to hear that. They all want to just, you know, oh God, I got to, you know, they all play this big political game out there, and there's really no game to play. You know, like in the grand scheme of things, there's 50 million people in China that don't give a fuck what happens here today or, you know what I'm saying, anywhere else. You know, that's one thing I never understood. They're like, why can't we get corporate sponsorship? Well, I'll tell you why. You don't want to hear that answer, but I'll tell you why you can't get corporate sponsorship. It's because you're not professional. Why would a company give fucking $5 million to a bunch of bozos that aren't going to fucking do, you know what I'm saying, that aren't going to fucking do right with the money? You're not going to reinvest it into your team. Okay, you're going to be out buying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Cheating on your wife with some track whore. You're going to be fucking, you know, paying yourself a ridiculous salary while everybody else doesn't get paid. You're not going to have enough parts. And then your car's going to start running like shit because you're using this money to pay off the lifestyle. That's why corporate people don't give you money, because there's no value. Okay, you're bozos. They come out here, they watch this. You know what I'm saying? Really smart people may not understand what's always going around, but they look around and they go, well, that doesn't seem right. This seems fucked up. Why would I put my money into this? Right? When we could do something else that gets more return on value. Alrighty? Don't tell me why I wonder why we don't have multi-billion-dollar companies throwing money at us. I don't know, because of you, motherfucker. You give them no value. That's why. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking why. Because you don't do what you say you're going to do. You know, and they come out here and it's just a fucking shit show, and everybody's trying to steal everybody's person. I mean, it's fucking goddamn. You wonder why. You know what I'm saying? Shit show. You know? I don't know what more I need to tell people. I mean, sometimes you got to look at yourself. Okay? I'm not the world's greatest person. I'm an asshole. I'm a dickhead. I do some shit wrong. Right? But I'm willing to admit it. Right? I know my skill level. I know I kind of stay in my lane. I do my own things, but there's a lot of stuff that I can do. And if people just give me the opportunity, I will. You may not like how I get to the results, but I'm going to get to the results. You know, we're going to fucking break a lot of eggs. We're going to piss a lot of people off. Okay. I'm going to call a lot of you dumbasses. Okay. But, you know, we're fucking out here. You know what I'm saying? Right? And I'll listen and I watch. You know, I'm like, oh, shit. You know, there's been some things here at my business that I've tried to change. I've tried to make it more transparent and a little bit, and people just fight me on it every step of the way. You know, every step of the way. Well, this is not how we used to do it. Well, we're changing the process. Why? Because I'm trying to make it better in fucking 2 months. You may not see that it's going to be better in 2 months, but I'm trying to work towards something, okay? Alrighty? I don't need to tell you about what I'm trying to work towards because you don't understand it. So again, I have an idea where I want to go. I'm not the one, I can't tell you where I want to go, but I know what I want to do. I know that I want to kind of get there, but you don't understand what I'm trying to do. I feel like a lot of people are like that. They want to be involved in a decision, but they can't make decisions, right? Or they make the wrong one 90% of the time. You know, I make the right one, 98% of the time. I would say that I make good, sound decisions, like in how to fix things. Like I thought about it for a while, and then when I decide this is what we have to do, I go 100% at that till I get it fixed. You know, just like this week. Here's a perfect example of the dump truck business, okay, and why I think I've been successful and I get what I want. Okay, first of all, I don't like to hear the word no. I don't want to hear anybody say, no, I can't do that. I want to hear, I can, and I'll try. We'll see what we can do. And I don't like being lied to, especially when I know the answer, okay? Like, that even more pisses me off. Like, when I corner you by asking you questions and you continue to lie, I get more and more mad. So, a lot of people don't know, but with the Kenworth dealership in the Cincinnati, I had a lot of problems a long time ago. They laughed at me. I did not like that. So I just said, fuck it, I'm never going to buy from you. Well, a new salesman came around. I kind of liked the guy. I thought I'd give him a chance. Now, I gave him plenty of time, okay, to get the body manufacturer and everything figured out, okay? We've been going back and forth since October. I've signed 3 different buyer's orders, okay? So we were going to go to one body manufacturer. Well, they fucked around and didn't give them the proper POs to get us slots. So then they told us, well, we can't build your trucks till August. That's a no-go. So then we went to another company. We can get them done in May. But then we fucked around and fucked around and fucked around. And then they said, well, we can't get them to you till July 4th because other people have taken the slots. And then the body manufacturer says, well, we can't build what you want. You know what I'm saying? We can't build what you want because we would have to change a bunch of processes. Okay, can't fuck with you either, okay? So I chewed my salesman's ass out and their fucking people, and I said, guys, this is just getting ridiculous. I said, I'm going to hang the fucking phone up. I'm going to make some calls to a body manufacturer, and I think it's Penrite in fucking Pennsylvania. I called these dudes. This dude was great, answered the phone. I said, listen, dude, I'm not trying to cut the bullshit. I need to know, do you have any build slots in this time? Can you get 2 trucks finished if I send them to you? He said, let me call you back. Let me look. He goes, I got a build slot this and this day. I said, okay, what do I need to do to secure those build slots today? He said, well, you just have to tell me what kind of body you want. So we talked about it. He understood what I wanted. He sent me a bunch of pictures back and forth. I went out there, took a bunch of pictures of what I'm looking for. And under fucking 2 hours, me and him have had a fucking signed agreement back and forth. I sent it to the goddamn dealership, said, this is what the fuck we're doing. Send the goddamn trucks there. This is how I want it done. Again, I had to do somebody else's fucking job, and I got the job fucking done. I got the job fucking done. I didn't put up with any bullshit, okay? I didn't take no for an answer. I figured a fucking way out around it, because what they don't realize is that I need them here by a certain time, because I have somebody that wants to use them that is a fucking raging asshole. And if I don't have this many trucks here by the time he says it, then I shot myself in the foot, and now we have too many trucks to work them somewhere else where I'm trying to go. Okay? So it's like, and we've been working on this since October. I just don't understand. I'm tired of hearing, well, this is out of the normal. Well, I don't want to do what normal has, because normal's fucked up. All right? I don't want to do that because I can't use it. Okay? It makes my process a lot harder, with how the state of Ohio makes us have these tarps. And I want to have high lift gates because the drivers don't know how to get into a paver, and then it pushes them out, and then now we're getting yelled at by the fucking paving foreman because they roll out of the paver, because when they raise the bed up with not a high lift gate, it'll push you out of the paver because the state of Ohio doesn't let them fold the wings in of the fucking paver, so you got fucking 80 tons of asphalt stuck in the side of the wings, and it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so there's some things here in Ohio that we have to have that I've found that makes it easier. Okay, so this company is going to build some truck beds for me, and right, they're not going to be this. You know, I was going to go back to ARM or Truck Corp, but again, they don't know how to have a business, so they require a $50,000 deposit to fucking build beds for their bank because they don't know how to manage money. Their money is fucked up. That's why you don't see very many ARM beds, is because their money's fucked up, and it's been fucked up for 4 years because they had people running a business that still don't know how to fucking manage money. Okay, so, and the Kenworth dealership has got fucked by a place in Florida. You know, they sent a bunch of money for deposits, and then they didn't get the fucking trucks in enough time. I don't know. So then they said, we're not putting deposits to bed manufacturers. So that shot that one right out of the fucking way. So again, you know, instead of these fucking salesmen, I don't know what the fuck you do as a truck salesman, but I think if somebody's going to spend 600 grand with you, you'd fucking try to iron it out. But, you know, again, I have to fix everybody's process. I have to come up with ways around all this bullshit. All this bullshit. You know? Like I tell you, Heritage. I wanted to go to Heritage Bodies. Okay? I figured out a way around that. I figured out a way. Because I'll just send them down to Cleveland, North Carolina, Western Star them out the bodies from Heritage. Do exactly what I want to do. Right? Fuck. I figured out a way, and I got my trucks fucking 12 weeks ahead of what fucking Heritage wanted to do. I'm like, dude, this is the way to do it. You know? It's like, stop, fucking figure out a way. Figure out a way, dude. That's all I want you to do. Figure out a fucking way. If that makes any sense. It just proves to me that it doesn't matter what type of business I'm running, I'd be good at it. Because I know how to fucking work on relationships. Now that next year when I want to order some more PACCAR products, guess who's going to make them for me? I'm going to call this dude at Penrite and say, hey man, will you make me some more bodies that we already have? You already have the design with the exact same fucking thing. Don't fuck around with it. When can you get them done? That's all we're going to have to talk about. When can I have those slots? I'll make sure the trucks are there. You know? But nobody sees all the behind the scenes stuff that we do here. I wish I had a camera crew that could follow me around and really understand what I do every day. I thought about shooting a vlog, like talking about like when I get up, okay, to when I go to bed, how much shit I really got to deal with in a fucking day. But then I thought, like, man, I don't know if I can film that much and like cut it down to make it would be like a 3-hour fucking video of me just fucking going on a rant, you know, or figure out what kind of war we're going to start. And then how do I know that the phone starts ringing at 5:30 in the morning? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to see a motherfucker with a god CPAP mask? You have to take the CPAP mask on. All right, go piss because I'm fucking old, so I got to do that first. And then answer the phone 5 times before I get in the shower. Then get in the shower, fucking help the wife with the kids, come down here, fucking figure out what's going on that day. All right, what's the fucking problems of the day? What world crisis do I have to solve today? I got to solve that. Then move on. You know what I'm saying? It would be, fuck. And then get ready to go home and have to solve that world's crisis, you know? Like, oh, I didn't get dispatch. It's in the fucking app, dude. We're using the app. Oh, I'm out of data, so I got to wait till I get connected to Wi-Fi for it to work. Oh, okay. So is that my problem or your problem, you know? It's like, Jesus Christ. It would be an interesting vlog, but it would be all fucking day of me just having a full-blown come apart. A full-blown come apart. But that's how it would be. that's good. That's a lot more than I thought, but wow. Man, I just had the best week we've ever had in the winter. I am up to, we have 18 trucks. We are using the WhatsApp right now. I'm trying to get it so if I go on vacation, okay, I can have the app on my phone and they can add me and I can see what's going on without having to call back and forth. And I'm trying to get it so like we have so much of a turnover here, right? Like I make a group chat so I could talk to everybody. Well, before I even get the group chat it's not even one day a person quits. So then everybody's using this. Well, at least with the WhatsApp, I can just take them and then just throw them out of the thing and then they can't say anything. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it a lot easier on me. I'm trying to make it to where, okay, also my wife has been having some problems with billing on what trucks are going where and all that stuff. So she's part of the app. I can add her to the group. And then at the end of the week, she can go see where the trucks are when the drivers fuck their paperwork up. Okay. And that seems to be on a daily occurrence. We fuck our paperwork up. We still can't get it right. So instead of her calling and yelling at me, she can go see what the fucking shit is. And then we haul a lot of tonnage jobs. So at the end of the week, I can get the rates and my wife can make a rate sheet. And then that gets posted in the chat in the what the truck rates are. So when new people come here, they don't have to answer, I don't have to answer the same 1,000 questions over and 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 fucking over again. They can go in there and read how things go. But you know what I'm saying? Like read how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Just read. Be patient. People are they get so worked up, right? Like our payroll company was having a problem they changed their system hardware and it was becoming extremely difficult for people to fucking do, what do you call that? Extremely difficult for people to do their onboarding process. So it got held up a week because my wife was trying to get them to fucking fix their onboarding process every day. I thought you said I get it. Dude, listen, I don't have time to fucking deal with this bullshit. Okay, I don't use our payroll system. I don't get a paycheck from this fucking company. I don't know how any of it works. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to put it all in one section to make it very easy for people to come in and understand how this works. It eliminates how many times my phone rings, which then eliminates me being an asshole. Okay, because I'm already aggravated. Does that make any sense? That's what I'm trying to eliminate. You know, I'm trying to eliminate the stupid questions that get me aggravated. So I'm trying to eliminate that by being more transparent and showing how the whole system works. So if you were smart enough, you could figure it out. But we just get, you know, it's a change of system. You know, I first got told, well, this thing will steal my information. Great. Do you have Facebook? Yeah. They already got your information. Well, why? Because the WhatsApp is owned by Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram and all that other shit. So all the information that you have, they already got. You know, frustrating. So I had to deal with that question. Then we had to deal with people that don't want to use it because you know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's a change. I want it done this way. It makes it easier for me. Now, I can prove that it made it easier for me is that my wife used it this week and she has not called me once asking where did all the trucks work? Because she already knew. We used to have paper tickets on an app that would get sent to, you know how that worked? That didn't work either because nobody would do it correctly. You know what they ended up using the iPads for? To play video games and take them home and all this other bullshit. So I was again paying for everybody to have an iPad that they would just take home out of the truck when it was supposed to be for the work. So learn that lesson, you know what I'm saying? So I said no more of that, you know. I'm trying to make it easier. Trying to figure it out so I can just put like everybody in the group, this is who you're working for, you know what I'm saying? This is the 4 people that are on the job. You can all see that. It makes it very easy. You know, also, if people don't get the dispatch from like the Fleet Watcher app or the other things we use, they can say, hey, I didn't get it in this thing, and I can go in and fix it. Just eliminates that, so we don't have to hear, I didn't get that. Justin, I didn't get the dispatch. Ah, okay. Okay, let me get in there and figure it out. You know, we got this and we got that. It's just one goddamn fucking thing after another. So I'm just trying to just make it easier. Like, trust the process. Like, trust what I'm doing. If it doesn't work in a month, we'll try something else. And I'm trying to make it easier on you and me. You know? Because I have meetings to talk about it, but nobody listens in the meetings. No, I've never tried a dispatch app. I thought I would try this because it's kind of easy, you know, and I can respond to people, and I want it done this way. So like this week, I'm going solely to the app. So if you do not respond to me, if you write me a message and it's not in the fucking WhatsApp, I'm not responding. I want you to use this, you know what I'm saying, to just try to figure out. Look into Slack. Is that what, does your company use that? I've never heard of that. What is Slack, Diabolical? Shit. I got to get ready and go home because I want to watch the football games today. I'm a Bills fan this afternoon. I'm pissed that the fucking Lions lost. Because I bought this week. This is the Lions Honolulu blue helmet. I want to get a truck painted this color, like these Lions colors. I like this very gloss black with the, I think it's like a, you know what I'm saying, like a metallic silver with this matte blue. So I got this sitting here so they could try to match the paint because I want to paint a truck like this. I think it's pretty cool paint. So instead of paying $700 for like the real helmet, I bought this little plastic helmet. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, I'll check it out. Nope, I haven't sorted anything out to making the, what do you want to call that? To making some front bushings. I haven't figured that out yet. I would like to, you know, but I haven't. I haven't dispatched you yet, but you could see like the groups. It should let you see like payroll questions and all that stuff. I added you to all those. And like our processes or question and answering stuff, it's all going to be done through this. See? I haven't figured that part out yet, but I'm working on it. I don't know what to do. I really want them just to do what they say they're going to do. Okay, have I ever thought of live floor dump trucks? The answer is no. Okay, the reason is that, okay, I could do a tractor and trailer and do what they call, what is that? They call them flow boys. Okay, and then I was also, this Penrite company sent me pictures of dump injector bodies. Okay. Like where it has a hydraulic ram. Well, we should just check it out, okay? Let's just check this mess out because I'm telling you, is it Penn? Let me see what this is here. Let me find this company. I think it's Pike-Wright. Here we go, okay? Let me show you this thing. This is the company that I went with, and they made these injector bodies. Okay, hold on here. Okay, and let's just see if I can, let me see if I can show this here. Okay, oh, this is too high. Let me see if I can, here, I'll just put you over here. Okay, so this is the company that I got some bed mates for. Now come down here, this is the Hydro Ram series here. So let's click this on there. Let's go down here, okay. So they got this dump body. Do they have like pictures? Hydro Ram series. This is it. Okay. So they got these right here. You could see it's just a regular dump body, has a high lift gate. It's kind of a cool idea. But you see this? This is the body that pushes out the material. They didn't have a video of it pushing out material. Okay. But like it eliminates this type of stuff. Now, the reason that I thought, I don't know, this has got some downfalls to Justin. I'm not making fun of this company's bed. They're actually building beds for me. The guy was really awesome. Okay. This thing right here, I thought, oh, fuck. If one of these drivers, we already have enough problems with people not rolling the tarp back. Well, think about if they went back to the asphalt plant and we loaded asphalt in this bed with this back all the way. How in the fuck are we going to dig this asphalt out of behind this fucking whole system? Does that make any sense? So if we come back here, let's look at this picture right here. Well, they don't have any pictures of it down. Do they have a gallery? So look at this dump. Let's see if we can just go to dump body video. Okay, yeah, right here. All right. So let's just watch this for a second. And I'm just showing you, to me personally, what I'm not bad-mouthing anybody. I'm telling you the problems that I see with this. Okay? Is this looks like a great idea. Okay? First of all, this bed weighs, it's too heavy. Okay? And it cost $100,000. Now watch this. See this? Like when you push this dump body out, okay? Now, the driver has to push this back in, alrighty? So think about it. If we went to the fucking place, right? Look at this. Oh, he's tailgating. What are you going to do when the driver dumps fucking asphalt on this side of the cylinder? How are you going to get it fucking out of there? How are you going to do it? How are you going to do it? Because it is going to be a fucking mess. I can tell you that this is going to happen to somebody that has one of these, that it's going to be like this, and the driver is going to forget that the bed's back. Great idea. It cost, first of all, this cost $100,000, so it's the double the price of a normal dump body for a steel body. Okay, that's one downfall. This can only be used for a certain type of thing. It pigeonholes you to what you can do with the truck, okay? Because this weighs 10,000 pounds. A regular dump body weighs 5,600, so it weighs 2 tons more. Now your payload goes down. I think that this is going to be a problem, okay? I'm probably going to get copyright striked for this, but I'm just trying to show you how this is going to work in the grand scheme of things. What I feel is going to be some of the issues. Alrighty, and that's just what I feel is some of the issues. I think it's going to run into that problem. I could be wrong. Okay, I don't know, but that's what I feel, guys. That's what I feel. Okay. I just feel that it's just too much for what it is. Great idea. I just don't know how to execute it to make it a fail-safe plan. Great idea. I just don't know how to if that makes any sense. So it's about weight. When you come down to a lot of things in the dump truck business, you got to think about a lot of different stuff, okay? A lot of different stuff. Yeah, I don't know, Chris. I asked the guy, it's like, there's an automatically way that once it goes fully extended, it automatically comes back in, like it uses an override sensor or something like that. And he said that's what it really needs on it, but it doesn't have that problem. Yeah, you thought I thought that's exactly where my head went. Is what does this motherfucker weigh? There is a guy here in Cincinnati that has 2 of these trucks. He paid $100,000 for them, and I don't know if he'll ever get his money out of them because they're pigeonholed into doing one type of work. And I wouldn't have a problem if that's all that we ever did was asphalt. It might be a great idea. It might be a great idea. Okay, if we had good, consistent, year-round work, that might be a great idea. If I was going to get a live bottom trailer, I would get like a, what they call those flow boy trailers, where they're V'd and they're just flow boy trailer, and that's the way that they work. I would not get a dump body with that on it. Just not interested. The super singles work out great. You know, that is a type of situation I don't know if I would dive off in. Not saying anything about the Pike Wright Company. They've been great to me with a little bit. I explained what I just told you guys. I explained everything to him and said why I wouldn't be interested in it. And you know what? The salesman, he agreed with about 80% of what I said. And he's the salesman. It's too complicated. It pigeonholes you into doing one thing. I'm not interested in doing that. Nope. I haven't got paid with a contractor that's not been paying. I would rather, you could take out power lines, okay, but how you getting that asphalt from out of the backside of it, bud? Because I'm telling you, it's going to fucking happen. It's not a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. I'm sorry, I meant by that. It is going to happen. Okay? It is going to happen. Because we have a lot of drivers that we get tarps dumped on. What do you think that's going to be like? How are you going to fix that? How are you going to fix it? It's not going to work. Because you have to get the asphalt out of there when it's hot. There is no other way. And then you're going to ruin the cylinder. Because how are you going to get it out from underneath the cylinder? Because if you reach in there with an excavator, it's going to ruin it. I'm just telling you, it's a disaster waiting to happen. It's not a good idea. That's somebody that, thought that was a good idea. Not a good idea. It has to be a very specific application. And then now you bought a truck that you've pigeonholed into one fucking thing. I don't like to pigeonhole a dump truck into doing one thing. If it doesn't do 4 things or 5 things kind of okay, I can't buy that type of truck. It pigeonholes you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got gravel trucks that we can't go, like, haul other stuff with it. It just becomes a problem. So, it is what it is. But, you know what I'm saying? I got to get the hell out of here. I've talked too long today. I'm getting dry mouth. But I'm just saying, a lot of people don't understand. Remember when I said get back to the process? It's my job as an owner, okay, or my job of running the business is I have to think of everything that could go wrong, will go wrong, and how it is to fix it. And I don't have a good idea how to get the asphalt out of the back of that in an easier way. So I have to stay away from that. And I would recommend that to anybody else. Because a fucking 30 seconds lack of judgment will destroy $500,000 worth of shit. Just remember that. So you have to try to idiot-proof everything in the motherfucking world for everybody. Okay? And that's what I do all day, every day. Is I think of every process that could go wrong, And I try to eliminate your mistakes for you by building it into the process that says this should never happen. So I've taken all of the bullshit excuses away from people, if that makes any sense. But people still blame it on, they're just not ready to hold accountability. And could you imagine, I would kill somebody if they dumped on the backside of that shit. Because I know it's going to happen. And I just don't want to put myself through that. And, you know, I'm not interested in it. But like always, thanks for watching. And I got to fucking go.